In a busy city, there was a small school near a noisy market. Inside the school lived an old watchman named Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry did not talk much. He spent his days sweeping the ground, opening and closing the gate, and ringing the school bell every morning and afternoon. The children called him the Silent Bell Man. Every morning, when the bell rang, students ran into their classrooms. In the afternoon, when the bell rang again, they ran back home. But no one knew much about Mr. Henry's life. One day, a new boy named Sam joined the school. He was quiet and shy. Sam noticed that Mr. Henry always smiled at the children but never spoke. One afternoon, Sam stayed behind and asked, "Sir, why do you never talk?" Mr. Henry looked surprised. After a long pause, he sighed softly, "I used to be a music teacher. I loved sound, but after losing my family in an accident, I lost my voice and my courage." Sam did not understand fully, but he felt sad for him. The next day, Sam brought a small broken flute from home. "Can you fix this?" Sam asked. Mr. Henry took the flute in his hands. He cleaned it and repaired it carefully. When he blew into it, a soft tune came out. The sound was weak, but beautiful. Children gathered around. For the first time, they saw Mr. Henry's eyes shine with happiness. Every day after that, Mr. Henry played a small tune after ringing the bell. Slowly, the school became more joyful. Students waited not just for the bell, but for the music. But one winter morning, the bell did not ring. The school gate was closed. Teachers and students waited outside. They found Mr. Henry sitting near the gate, holding his chest. He was sick. He was taken to the hospital. Days passed. The school felt empty without the bell and the music. Sam stood near the gate with the broken bell rope and said, "We need to ring the bell for him." Sam took the flute and played the same tune Mr. Henry used to play. It was not perfect, but it was full of feeling. Other children joined by clapping and humming. The sound reached the hospital. Mr. Henry heard it from his window. Tears came into his eyes. When Mr. Henry returned to school weeks later, the children were waiting for him. They held a banner. "Welcome back, our silent bell." Mr. Henry stood in front of them and spoke loudly for the first time. "You gave me my voice back." From that day, Mr. Henry taught music to the children every afternoon. The bell still rang, but now it rang with music, laughter, and hope. In a quiet village near the mountains lived a poor boy named Noah. He was only 12, and life had already taught him many hard lessons. Noah's father had passed away young. His mother worked in other people's houses to earn money. Every evening, Noah waited for his mother near their small wooden home. They had very little, but Noah always tried to smile. One night, Noah was walking home from the river when he saw an old man sitting under the stars. The man looked tired and weak. Noah stopped and asked, "Are you okay, sir?" The old man replied softly, "I have walked a long road, and I have no place to sleep tonight." Noah thought about his small house. It had only one room and very little food, but his heart felt heavy. He said, "You can stay in our home for tonight." The old man looked surprised. "Are you sure, my boy?" "Yes," Noah said. "My mother always says we should never close our door to someone in need." That night, Noah shared his simple meal with the stranger. They ate bread and soup together. The old man smiled and said, "You are poor, but your heart is rich." Before sleeping, the old man pointed at the stars and said, "Look up, Noah. Every star is a promise. If you believe in good, good will return to you." Noah did not understand fully, but he remembered those words. The next morning, the old man was gone. Only a small note was left. "Never stop being kind. One day, the stars will guide you." Years passed. Noah grew into a young man. Life was still hard. He worked in the fields during the day and studied at night with an old lamp. Sometimes he felt tired and hopeless, but whenever he looked at the stars, he remembered the old man's words. One winter, a terrible storm hit the village. Many houses were damaged. People lost food and clothes. Noah and his mother also suffered. One evening, Noah saw a little girl crying near a broken house. "Why are you crying?" he asked. "My parents went to find help, and I am scared," she said. Noah took her to his home and gave her food and warmth. Soon, other children came who had nowhere to go. Noah and his mother shared everything they had. They had little food, but they had big hearts. One night, Noah stood outside and looked at the sky. "Why is life so hard?" he whispered. At that moment, a bright star seemed to shine more than others. He remembered the promise under the stars. The next day, something unexpected happened. A group of people came to the village with trucks full of food, clothes, and medicine. A man stepped forward and said, "We are here to help. We heard that a young man saved children during the storm." Noah was shocked. "How do you know me?" he asked. The man smiled and said, "An old traveler told us about a boy who once gave him shelter and never forgot kindness." Noah's eyes filled with tears. He remembered the old man from many years ago. The village slowly recovered. People began to respect Noah. They asked him to teach children and help organize the village. Years later, Noah became the village teacher. He taught children not only reading and writing, but also kindness. One evening, a young boy asked him, "Teacher, why are you always kind to everyone?" Noah smiled and replied, "Because once, under the stars, I made a promise without knowing it." The boy looked confused. Noah pointed to the sky and said, "The stars remind us that even one small good act can light someone's dark night." As Noah grew older, his hair turned gray, but his heart stayed young. One night, he sat outside his house and looked at the sky again. He whispered, "Thank you for guiding me." He felt peaceful. The village was no longer poor. It had schools, trees, and happy children, all because one small boy once opened his door to a stranger. And the promise under the stars became a life of kindness.